The most important thing that I wanted to mention about the Faculty of Social Sciences is that it allows you to actually have critical thought. And the course structure as well is far more rigorous as compared to universities in the UK as well.
The faculty definitely means to me a community that is open. It's quite inclusive and diverse. Around 25% of the faculty is international students. So I feel kind of nice that I belong to that number. Therefore, I have quite a lot of friends from around the world.
ELTE Walk. Everything you need to know about ELTE.
Welcome to the new season of the ELTE Walk podcast, a program of the ELTE International Strategy Office, which has been created to present everything you need to know about Flóra University as a prospective or current ELTE student. This program is produced in cooperation with RadioEPER, the first university radio in the city of Pest. I am Raissa NEGRAO, ELTE's International Student Ambassador and PhD candidate, joined my co-host Flóra ISKUM, head of the international office at the Faculty of Education and Psychology of ELTE, throughout the whole second season of the podcast. Welcome, Flóra, to ELTE Walk. It's nice to have you on board.
Well, it's very exciting to be here. Thank you.
Well, it will be fun. Today is our first episode, and we are talking with special guests from the Faculty of Social Sciences about their faculty.
The Faculty of Social Sciences is the country's largest education hub of social sciences, with numerous internationally recognized lecturers. The faculty's projects and study programs combine approaches and methodologies of the fields of social and natural science. They offer bachelor's, master's, and PhD programs, covering a wide range of disciplines within social sciences. Today, we have three guests who represent the Faculty of Social Sciences: Hana SYLA, Laura ALJUNDI, and Sumit KUMAR. Could you please introduce yourselves? Where are you from? What do you study at the Faculty of Social Sciences? And what does the faculty and the community mean to you?
Hello, my name is Hana SYLA. I come from Kosovo, from Pristina, and I'm studying sociology at ELTE. And the faculty definitely means to me a community that is open. It's quite inclusive and diverse. Around 25% of the faculty is international students. So I feel kind of nice that I belong to that number. Therefore, I have quite a lot of friends from around the world. So that would be pretty much it.
Hello, my name is Sumit Kumar. I am from India. My hometown is Bodh Gaya, which is a famous tourist location. I don't know if anyone knows here, but it is the place where the Buddha attained enlightenment. So it's a really big pilgrim for all the Buddhists around the world. I'm doing my doctoral studies here. I'm a PhD candidate in sociology and just about to finish my PhD. Hopefully this year I'll be done with it. And then I'm also teaching in the Faculty of Social Sciences. I teach in BA Sociology program and in BA International Relations program. I mean, in terms of what I do, I actually love it a lot because the Faculty of Social Sciences, especially at ELTE, is amazing because we have not just Hungarian students, but also a lot of students from other places as well, international students as well. There is a big community here. And the most important thing that I love about this faculty, because I have had experiences in other places as well. In the UK, I did my master's. In India, I did my bachelor's. So I have experiences in other universities as well. But the most important thing that I wanted to mention about the Faculty of Social Sciences is that it allows you to actually have critical thought. And the course structure as well is far more rigorous as compared to universities in the UK as well. So that's my 2 cents on what I think about the faculty here.
Actually, how long have you been here with the faculty?
This is my 5th year, so I have been here a long time. I'm finishing my PhD, so almost done with it, but I have been here. And this is probably the place that I have been the most, in fact, outside of India. So yeah, I kind of love this place.
I'm Laura ALJUNDI. I come from Syria, from Damascus, the capital city. It's my first time being abroad, so I'm studying a master's degree in cultural anthropology. And for me, the faculty is my second home because we're very close to each other in the department and everyone's very helpful. We have Hungarian students with us, which also like having the perspective of a local person with you and helping you with your like settling in and making the papers, etc. So yeah, I think I can just like add on what my colleagues said and just say it's like my second home right now.
Well, that sounds very interesting. Since you mentioned about how open they are and how critical thinking, at least Sumit, you mentioned that. I would like to ask you three. The Faculty of Social Sciences motto is understand the world better. And what does this motto tell you specifically?
I have both experiences, not just basically as a student, but also as a teacher. And I mean, in my opinion, what I think is the best thing about the Faculty of Social Sciences is that we don't just learn from books. There's practice that goes on. A part of the study is included is practice. We do projects, we do seminars where students are involved. It's not just basically teachers going and delivering lectures and telling them what to do and mugging up books and just going for exams, but we actually have exercises that students love. And they have the freedom to actually not just question the teachers, but also challenge them. And that's what we think is the best. I mean, especially in the doctoral school, at least, we have this kind of a tradition that even those doctoral students who are basically being supervised by professors, they actually have the chance to actually challenge their professors. And that's the most important thing, I think, in the Faculty of Social Sciences, not just generally at the ELTE as well, but in social sciences itself, it's the most important thing. And we actually also do research in very new fields as well, like postmodern studies.
Yeah, I would say that just now I came from sociology of music class, and it's pretty interesting because not only do I learn about things that you would definitely connect to sociology right away, but I also learn about things that follow even my daily life. I learn about, let's say, how music really just works out in my daily life. So I feel like the motto pretty much embeds in these little details that we learn every day at the faculty, because we're really learning to see more than the books, as Sumit said, more than what's written in them. We're learning to also see what's surrounding us. And the diverse community that all of us mentioned is really there to also show us other parts of the world and other understandings, and not only our points of view. I come from a country that is, it has very little diversity, and to me it was very interesting to come here and to see and to actually live an experience and to learn from other people as well. So I believe that the faculty with its program and the people in there, I think they make up this nice combination that really does teach you something about the world outside of your own perspective.
For me, first, studying cultural anthropology means you're dealing with the human beings. And actually, our department, I'm so lucky to be studying at ELTE in cultural anthropology because, first of all, my colleagues are from all around the world. Like, I have people from Brazil, I have people from Hungary, me from Syria. We have, very variety of experiences too. So the lecture, it's not only about a teacher giving us some knowledge, it's collectively done by all of us, bringing our own experiences and our own observation on the world. So this is first. And second, I really like speaking to my first semester. We had a lot of field work, which is, for me, this is where we get close to each other as colleagues, but also we get to discover Hungary, and also there's this course called Anthropology of Religion. So we used to go and see places and how they practice their religion, etc. And for me, what I think, because anthropology started as the colonizer want to study other countries and this kind of othering and limitation and this kind of exotic and us and them. So anthropology recently started to fight this ideology, and we started to be more open, and we don't need this elimination and othering. We need to see how all of us, we're different, but at the same time we are similar because we're human beings. So I think my department is it's very leading in this sense, and this is why I feel I am in the perfect place for now for me in this continuing in the academia.
Okay, you all mentioned the study fields that you are at. What other programs does the Faculty of Social Sciences offer?
Well, besides sociology, for those who want to understand the world better and who want to understand processes, organizations, political events better, what's happening in the world right now, there's also a few other programs that they can go after. Let's say there's applied economics and survey statistics and data analytics for those who love numbers, data, analysis, and so on. There's also minority health and social policy programs for those who want to be influential in policy making, either in a micro or micro level. And sociology would be the one that I already mentioned.
I teach in BA Sociology program and the International Relations program. So obviously, these two are the biggest ones that we have. We get students from all over the world and Hungarian students as well. These are the biggest programs that we have at the Faculty of Social Sciences. And I think international relations is very popular because students who actually come, they have an intention of joining the big organizations like United Nations, European Union, the European Council. They can actually find employment. And that's probably the most important thing in terms of joining a course that whatever you want to do at a Faculty of Social Science, whatever your interest is. But after finishing the course, the employability is the most important factor that a student actually looks at. So that's one of the things that International Relations program actually offers, and that's one of the reasons it is very, very popular as well. But as Hana said, I mean, we have computational sciences, we have social policy, applied economics. I can also talk about the doctoral school because I'm part of the doctoral school. So I think one of the best doctoral schools is the Doctoral School of Sociology, although there are administrative factors which I would not like to go into, but still, apart from that, the academic part of the school is probably the best because when I came here, I have no background in sociology. I came from a background in project management, and my interest was actually doing research in organizational sociology, which I actually teach as well. But I completely changed my idea and moved away from that altogether. During the last 5 years, I have adapted my research to now going into democratic theory and political sociology and post-colonial theory. And these are the things that I had no idea about when I came to study. But then I learned because there are professors who actually introduce you to these ideas, and then you can basically have arguments with them and you can talk to them and you build your own research, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think also we have, besides all the other mentioned fields, we have also community and civil management studies, which for me, I have been working in Syria with the NGOs, humanitarian field, and we did a lot of volunteering and we did a lot of initiatives. So I feel like this field talks to me because I feel you can put all the knowledge in practice because you will see results on ground and you will see how you're moving towards more grounded and I'm gonna say peaceful society, and you will have you will be doing, let's say, the powerful part and crucial part is building communities because it's not an easy thing to do, and to be the voice of other and injustice. So I think this is also a very interesting discipline we have at ELTE.
And speaking about community, and that you mentioned about the opportunities that you have and practicality at the university, doing research and so on. Here comes my favorite question, actually. What are your overall experiences integrating in the everyday university life? I mean, was it difficult to you to find your crew and how the faculty help you with perhaps community programs? How would you say about that?
Yeah, that's also my favorite answer, I would say, because it has to do with extracurriculars that you do outside of learning and what Sumit does outside of teaching. Mm-hmm. Actually, I know Sumit from Culture Club, which is an initiative that some students have started along with Sumit, and I think that he will talk more about it, but I would definitely mention that clubs, extracurricular activities are really the main, I think, window for a student to really integrate into the ELTE community. Something I would mention is also the mentor system that ELTE has. Not only ELTE, there's a national organization of students that has a mentor system for all of the students who come to Hungary, who are new to the system, who don't know how to do administrative tasks. And I've become a mentor this year, which is really nice. I'm helping students who are new to the country to figure out stuff I couldn't in the first year, but I also had a mentor in my first year as well from the same mentor system, which I think is really an amazing initiative to help students get their feet as they come here. Also, there are sports facilities as well. There's also BEATS, a sports organization that even offers discounts for students to go and just be outside of the learning atmosphere for a few hours, for a few days during the week. I took hiking, which was an amazing experience. I went to Tapolca caves and I went to very, very interesting places with that class, and I learned a lot about Hungarian history as well during our walks. So I believe taking swimming, taking hiking, taking sports at ELTE also is a very good way for a student to integrate. And there's also libraries where students usually might bump into each other and they might create this community of and belonging to a place. For example, as I go to the library, to the university library, I usually meet my friends there or I just bump into them. So I believe that also adds to the integration process. And also, my very, very, very favorite part of my whole experience in Hungary is definitely the dormitory. I really remember very vividly when I arrived to Keleti and I took the 133E to go to Nagytetényi. That was my dorm, and I still don't know how to pronounce it well, I think, Nagytetényi. And there I really built a family, and those people are the ones I have around now. So those are my closest friends, and I think that the dormitory definitely helped in me creating a circle, me creating my own crew, as you asked in the beginning. So I believe that the dorm was definitely the most amazing experience of my whole stay in Hungary, and I would definitely suggest it to any student who's applying for ELTE to really look for a dorm, because it will help them create friendships and kind of get themselves together as they arrive to Hungary.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with Hana because in terms of community building, when I came here in the doctoral school, we only had 5 people in the class. And that's it. We don't have a big class anyway in PhD level. So we don't really get to build friendships when you're doing doctoral studies. Plus, you're always into your books and papers and everything. You don't have the time to actually... And I actually hated that because I came from a different background, because I didn't come from academics. I was a professional before. And that's why I actually started to actually talk about it, that we should have clubs, we should have things like this. I mean, doing things outside of the curriculum. And obviously, we had these plans even before the pandemic, but the pandemic actually soured a lot of things during the time. And but after the pandemic, we started the club which Hana actually mentioned, Culture Club, for which Hana is one of the most active volunteers anyway. It's a volunteer club. I mean, the faculty helps us with providing it with infrastructure and stuff and support, but we don't get any fundings or anything. We just work voluntarily. We organize hikes, we organize sport events, we organize picnics, we organize pub crawls, movie nights, music festivals, heritage culture night. Yes, we did the culture night. That was amazing, actually, because we had students who were basically bringing their own cultures, not just like dressing up in their cultural attire, their national dresses, food, snacks, making presentations about what their culture meant to them, and they were introducing. And there was a Brazilian presentation as well, which I loved a lot, in fact. So, I mean, yeah, these are the kind of things that we do with the Culture Club. And there are other societies. I mean, it's not just the Culture Club at the Faculty of Social Science. There is the International Relations Society, which is more academic in that sense. Although we have academic programs as well, we do panel talks. I mean, yesterday we did a panel talk on peaceful conflicts resolutions in times of wars, and we had a good panel, and there were a lot of people who actually came to actually listen to some of the professors. I was one of the panelists as well.
Sumit, when you say we, who are these we? Is it international students or different cultures, Hungarian students? So who is this we?
Everyone, all the students. I mean, it's not basically, we started the Culture Club at the Faculty of Social Sciences, but we didn't make it limited to only students from Faculty of Social Sciences. We left the door open for everyone. We have students from the Faculty of Informatics. We have students from Faculty of Science. We have students from Psychology, Humanities, everywhere. So we have the Culture Club is kind of become something where everybody wants to actually participate and enjoy and build a community. That's what the whole idea at the beginning was as well, and it has actually worked out as well very well for us. So, but there's a chess club as well. There is a club at the Faculty of Informatics where they actually play board games. There's a club at the Faculty of Informatics where they actually do, I don't know, something to do with development of apps or something like that. Yeah. But they have a problem because they want to do it with the Culture Club because we have the Faculty of Social Sciences, we have the infrastructure that they can use, but they cannot do that at their faculty. So they became members of the Culture Club to actually do this with us.
So I think we should change the name of Culture Club of ELTE TATK to just the Culture Club
just
for
the Culture
everyone.
ELTE, Culture Club.
ELTE, yes.
Exactly.
That probably would be a good one. But yeah, we have a huge community that we have been able to build at the Faculty of Social Sciences. And everybody actually, not just the Hungarian students and international students, everybody actually participates in that. Yeah,
I would actually just like to add another thing that I forgot. There's also an ambassador program where I'm also part of. That's not necessarily faculty-based or specific. However, almost every faculty has a representative or a higher number of representatives there, and it's an initiative taken by the International Office of ELTE, and I believe it's definitely a very, very good platform where young students just represent the university in the international sphere, and students from outside the world, they text us and they ask us, let's say students who are prospective, they text us and they email us and they ask us about how things work at ELTE. So I believe that's also quite a nice community building initiative that exists already. Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, I just want to add, because it was my first time traveling and studying abroad. So the first thing was, after I got accepted, is the international office at the faculty. They started emailing me and telling me all the information, and they were preparing with me everything. And I was really surprised about the quality of the work. And actually, they always will be adding additional information. And so what I like also about the website is everything is explained there. So they will just tell me everything and then just put the link, and I would just go to the website and read everything. I'll be wow, yeah, they really didn't miss any point, which sometimes you struggle with this kind of getting all the information online, with other websites I have checked. So this was one thing. And yeah, I already get to join the Culture Club, and I've been to a lot of events with the Culture Club, and also with the mentor system, because I had some trouble with opening my bank account. So I asked my mentor, and he was very nice to come with me and speak with them and explain what's happening there. So everything was like very like familiar, like family kind of environment. And I was so overwhelmed when I came here because it's a new place. I have no idea. And then in my department in cultural anthropology, they have this initiative since 2018. It's like very inside the cultural anthropology department, but we also welcome anyone else to join. And there's a lot of people who join. It's actually every Friday we have like this gathering at this place in Budapest, and everyone comes and we just have a talk. And there's like also professors, so you just meet them outside the university and you just have a talk with them, and you feel like you're just like a human being right now. You don't have any like this hierarchy, which also it doesn't really exist in our department, but still. So it was very calming for me to go, because I felt like I already belonged to a community even before like me coming here. So, and with the, as I mentioned, with the fieldwork we have done with going to religion places during the commute to go there, we started to be closer and closer, because we are like 30 person in the master degree in my class. So we are a lot of people, and sometimes it's like overwhelming because you want to know everyone. So in our way, going back and forth, we will get to talk and see each other more. So I felt like it's also make us closer to each other, which I really appreciate. So yeah, I think it's just like a very welcoming environment until now, and I really appreciate this.
I just also would like to mention a little bit about the Stipendium Hungaricum program. It's a really good program, Stipendium Hungaricum, and it actually supports the students to actually get higher education, which otherwise it would not be available to people from, especially from third world countries, which is a very good program. Mm-hmm. Although I had to pay my own fees, and I'm a self-supporting PhD student, but
us too. For example, we have the scholarship.
Yeah.
But the good thing is that despite the fact that I didn't get the scholarship, I was able to afford it. It's not very expensive. I mean, it's almost sort of a quarter of the price that I would have spent if I had been to, let's say, in the UK or anywhere. So it's really cheap in that sense to actually be able to afford studies here at ELTE, which is amazing.
From what you mentioned, it's a cheaper way and a better quality.
Yes,
from your perspective.
It's a really good one as well. Yes.
Win-win.
Yeah, win-win. It's a win-win. I mean, I didn't know that when I started, but I mean, at the end of it, I do feel that it was a really good choice to actually make to come here.
So it seems that you've had quite a lot of experience within the faculty, but how about living in Budapest? So what are your experiences about the place, Budapest, the capital of Hungary?
Another thing that I would mention, when I was going to the dorm, my very first day in Budapest, it was actually at night. I took the bus, and on my way there, I just looked around a bit, trying to comprehend what was happening. And I just remember seeing Citadella and the Gellert Hill, and I thought to myself, okay, tomorrow I'll go there. It looks amazing. What is this? And I came to understand that Citadella was just a drop in the ocean, because as I went outside and I really explored Budapest, I felt like I could touch a piece of history in every single area that really is in Budapest. So I thought that all of the little statues that are around me, all of the, really, even the roads, they show something. And I felt that my life here became very aware, in a sense that I would look around me and I would see things that show me a piece of history, that show me a piece of what people have gone through, and that show me a piece of Hungarian culture, right? So in that sense, I feel like it's very historical, and the architecture is definitely amongst the most beautiful I have ever encountered. I've been to some other places in Europe, and I felt that Budapest had this really natural beauty, I would call it, and that really adds to my everyday experience here, because I feel very motivated by the environment, first of all. But that's, of course, not all. I feel like the transportation system here is definitely very, very good. I was used to not having that reliable transportation means in Kosovo. We're still developing in that sense. That's why when I came here, although it was a bit overwhelming to catch a train, to catch a tram, to catch the bus, for us there's only buses in Kosovo. But when I came here, I saw that there's such a huge variety of transportation means that really make your life 10 times easier, right? And I also felt that even the life with only being able to speak English was quite manageable. I wanted to learn Hungarian. Unfortunately, it's a difficult language and I am coming to terms that I cannot learn it while I'm here. But it's really interesting that I managed to develop quite a good life here with knowing 2-3 phrases in Hungarian. So although there are places where you can't always find people who speak in English, somehow you always manage to get your stuff done, get your administrative things done, get everything done. So I think that your experience all in all will be manageable even if you don't have that very important pillar of your stay there, which is the language, right? And on top of everything, I feel that the friends, the community that you build here, friends and connections I've come to build from the culture club, from the dorm, and from the faculty itself, from my studies, have really added to the experience. And as I said, they're a second family in Hungary. So I believe everything all together just made my experience quite unique and quite interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with Hana. I have probably been here the most, I think. I have spent 5 years now in Hungary. And I mean, I still remember the first day I actually landed in Budapest. And I came to the hotel where I was, and then I just took off. I went out and I just walked around the city because I know European cities are small, they're not big. You can walk around and you don't have to catch a tram or a bus or anything. It was amazing experience for me. And for the first few weeks, I didn't really take the public transport at all. I just walked around the city. That was the most entertaining experience for me. I still walk around the city anyway. But it's like amazing. But it's not just the architecture in Budapest, which is amazing. The nightlife is amazing as well. This place, it actually compares to one of the safest places that I have lived in anywhere in the world. And I especially love the Buda Hills. I go hiking there almost every couple of weeks. I mean, with the Culture Club, we go hiking outside of Budapest as well, other places in Hungary as well. But, I mean, my personal experiences in the Hármashatár-hegy Hills is the best. I just like to go there and spend my time, eat a sandwich, and stay there for half a day.
It's just easy, isn't it? Because it's close. I think Budapest has got a very, very special, unique settings. Yeah? In between there goes the Danube, the river Danube, and one side is hilly and the other side is flat. So wherever you live, you can just quickly and easily go on the other side. And then you're out in Hármashatár-hegy, in the hills, Buda Hills.
There are really places which are where people don't really go. They're hidden in the forest. And those are the places that I love to actually go and spend time, where I am just sitting alone. There's nobody there. On the edge of a cliff. So you can basically see the entire area from there, from the top of the hill. It's amazing, the scenery. I have been there at night time as well, because once I actually went around 3 a.m. in the morning just to see the sunrise. And it was amazing. The place was amazing. There were like a few people walking their dogs at that time in the morning as well. But it's amazing. I mean, if somebody hasn't seen Budapest, and I say this to everyone, they should actually come and visit Budapest. Not just the city, but also the surrounding area. The natural beauty is amazing in this place. So
it's a little bit, I feel that it's a little bit a mixture of everything. You have like nature, forests, beautiful parks, and then you have amazing buildings, and then you also have modern buildings and a hub for technology. I feel that's a little bit of everything in Budapest.
We have this Hungarian ticket. When it comes to transportation, you can take trains. So we use that in the winter break with me and my friends from the class, and we started exploring Hungary, the whole country, and I really like that. Like, we've been to Miskolc, we also went to Szentendre. It's like a city very near Budapest. It's only like 30 minutes with the Heave, and it just like, it's amazing, like all the sightseeing, all the nature, and we're planning to go to Palaton Lake next week. So just like you don't have to be anxious about going somewhere, because like you will find a way. There's like tons of options for you. And there's also this blog website I really like. It's I Love Budapest. And when I came here, I was like, okay, I need to explore this place, and I always check it, and they always make this kind of articles about what's happening in Budapest. So I will go go through it, I will see the date, I'll be okay. And like most of them are free or affordable. So even like for you as a student or like even a tourist. So I would go and like I will meet new people. And what I also like about studying cultural anthropology, we had this course in the first semester, and it's like they were kind of telling us your assignment is to go somewhere and to make your fieldwork and to talk to people, which was like some way like kind of out of my comfort zone, but it forced me and make me be comfortable and just going to new places I never been and just talk to people and observe and writing about it. So yeah, it's actually, yeah, I advise anyone just to come here, and I think they will love it. It's a very unique place.
Since you mentioned visiting places outside of Budapest, I would like to connect this to the mentor system program that we have at ELTE, which basically in the first year of your studies offers to you, if you're a mentee, to go and visit other places, and they even have a guide. They show you the history, they show you the culture, and they take you to places that are, I think, very beneficial to see and very informative also. So I would definitely recommend this to any prospective student hearing this podcast, to really look into the mentor system and to become a mentee and get this benefit of going outside Budapest and exploring Hungary overall without having to pay any fees.
Okay, so you actually, you're saying that you can do these visits outside of Budapest organized, but you can also do them on your own individually.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also wanted to add something else, especially for somebody who is planning to come to Budapest. As a student especially, if you come to study in Hungary, because Hungary is a part of the Schengen zone, so you can not only travel within Hungary, you can actually travel across Europe. So there are 25 countries within the Schengen zone where you can basically travel without a visa. You just have to have your residence permit and your passport. You can go and visit Amsterdam, Barcelona, Munich, wherever you want to go. And that's the amazing thing of studying in Hungary as well. You can visit all these places.
All right. You have talked a lot about the life, about the faculty, and now is the most important question maybe. If a friend asked you why it's worth studying at the Faculty of Social Sciences at ELTE, what genuine answer would you give them?
My very genuine answer would be the professors. They are amongst the most helpful and friendly people I've ever come to meet in my life. And I would definitely say that it's worth collaborating with them. It's worth talking to them. It's worth getting advice from them. I myself was new to the field. I'm studying in a bachelor's level, so I wasn't really aware of how I should do my research, how I should publish it, and so on and so forth. And I came across professors who were available to me not only during classes, not only during lectures. They were really helpful outside of that as well. And for any students, whoever they might end up going after Budapest, or even if they do their whole studies here, there will always be connections left with you. And I would say maybe not to a personal level, but most definitely they will feel like a personal level. So I think that's the aspect I would highlight the most.
How about you?
Yeah, for me as well, it's more or less the same. The faculty is amazing, the infrastructure is amazing. That's not the big issue anyway. But what I liked most about was sitting in the classes and listening to the professors, what they actually talk about, and then them giving you the opportunity to be critical. And that's something that you don't get in many places. Mm-hmm. That's the most important thing. The fact that you have really supportive and helpful teachers in the faculty is the most important thing, according to me, what we should be doing. But in addition to that, as much as I would love to actually talk about the good professors that we have, the other things that are also important is your future prospects when you come here. And for me, it's a big thing because I started as a student, but now I am teaching at the faculty as well. So you don't really just have the thing that you will get a degree out of it or a piece of paper that will be with you for the rest of your life, but you also get to be employed at the faculty. There is an opportunity if you want to continue into teaching or research, you can actually do that. It's not something which seems very sort of restrictive because it's a Hungarian university and you have to speak Hungarian language, and I don't. I have no clue how to speak Hungarian or even understand Hungarian whatsoever. I am linguistically challenged in that sense, but I still have managed to actually teach. And there are English programs and there are Hungarian programs. And even those students who are in Hungarian programs, they actually like to come and sit in my class and study.
Yeah, and for me, I feel like I can summarize it in remarkable experience, because I feel like everything here exceeded my expectations. Like, I didn't expect at all to have this kind of like genuine, human, just people being with each other and like helping each other, and also respecting, like we have a very safe space for everyone to talk without like thinking like what I'm gonna like to articulate your ideas. You just like talk out loud, and this is also what's like the freedom we have in our lectures. It's not about them giving us what's right or wrong. There's no such thing, and this is what they told us. So for me, 100%, I'm so grateful for my professors, because I feel like they bring all their experiences and they are very vulnerable, because they talk about them, because they want us to learn from them. So we don't have this kind of traditional studying experience. This is why it's remarkable for me, and also the community itself. So I feel like, I encourage, I'm so happy and lucky to have this experience so far.
Well, I would like to say thank you very much for joining us today and sharing all your experiences, Hana, Laura and Sumit. And thank you all for tuning in to today's episode of ELTE Walk podcast. It was Raissa and Flóra with you today. See you next time when we are going to talk with some guests from the Faculty of Science of ELTE, which is Eötvös Loránd University.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
for having
us. Thank you.